ruck. Primmer's out to a half-forward flank. Silver's on a wing, or half-forward perhaps. Holdsworth looks to know he's taken up the wing position.
Neil's back on the ground and has got Ty Baxter. Cam Pigley on Demopoulos at full-back. And it still amazes me, I don't know where they're going to get their goals from. Just waiting now for the start of the final quarter. Thomson 9-6-60 lead Geelong West Cricket and Football Club 2-4-16 by 44 points. And just waiting for the commencement of the final quarter.
Adam Gladkey's ready now. He holds the ball aloft. The final quarter for the grand final for Division 2. The replay thereof is about to start. Controlling the game are Thomson. Up they go in the centre of the ground. Wigmore gets it out of the middle. Can't get a kick. He got a hand pass for himself. Got another one over the top. Was okay. Got it towards a teammate there in Cook. He got it away to Cowie, who runs to centre half forward and kicks the ball across the ground. And Holdsworth takes the mark. It might be 50 metres against Jason Stein if he's not very careful. He's okay. He's got away with it. And young Holdsworth, who got the hit fairly severely before, looks across the ground, just chips it sideways, gained a few metres, found Ladder, but Ladder's a pretty good kick, and he's called to play on now as he went over the mark, got a hand pass away to a teammate who had to kick in a hurry towards Silver. He couldn't get it. Marcus Harrison, hand pass out of the pack's okay, pulled off the football now, Curvis, and he'll take the free kick. Chandler giving that one away.
And Curvis at centre half back to relieve the pressure for Thomson. He goes to the outer side, Paul kick off the boot. Burke's going to be outnumbered by the Lovechild and Ian Alley. If Ian Alley can keep, the Lovechild can keep it in, he can't do so. And it's out of bounds, half forward flank for the Cheetahs, out of side. Ladder to do the work with Taylor in the ruck. He's thrown in, Ladder gets the front position, Taylor gets his right hand to it. It's tapped over the line by Blue West.
Scott.
Yep, Scott again. And another boundary throw-in. The umpire now throws it in. Taylor at the back. Chandler. Ladder rows the pack. The big ruckman gets it out towards McFarlane, leading in the race of the ball. Christian Smith gets rid of it. The Lovechild's there, and he's surrounded by Cheetah players, but they didn't support him very well. He got hit as he kicked. Harrison had his name written all over that. Couldn't take the mark. He follows it up. Pack develops at half forward. Handball out though. Hi-ho. There's the Silver. He can't get it. Can't get it away. Good play by Thomson to hold him up. Still in there, the Lovechild, but too close to the boundary line for Denning to pick up, and a boundary throw in.
They're just really struggling up there with their hand and foot skills, Blue West. The pressure by Thomson has been immense all day, and to their credit, that's the reason why they're 44 points in front.
The ball comes down to Silver from the throw-in. He got it back to Scott by hand. Scott with a little up and under kick and taking back. Jason Steen's played whatever you like, played a pretty good game. He marks midway between full-back and centre-half-back. Kicks over centre-half-back now. Up the Terry there. Curvis takes another one. By golly, played a great game. Must have taken about 13 or 14 marks for the evening and the afternoon, if you don't mind. He plays on quickly with a hand pass. And they're into attack down there to centre half forward. Here's Tunganeel standing firm in defence. Got a hand pass out. Running onto the football here. Picking it up is Humphrey, the bear. Little kick smothered. Dale Menzies gets a kick in, but a free kick has been awarded. Going to go the way of Blue West off the ball decision, I think. Stragger. The old tanker gatherer might take this one at half-back flank position for Blue West. He does. Plays on immediately with a hand pass sideways to Holdsworth, sets him free at centre wing. He chips up in towards just over centre wing, in fact. Cowie takes the mark and cops one from Steen, and he didn't like it. Gets up and pushes Steen to the ground. Hand pass inboard to Holdsworth, going to wear one if he's not careful. Justin, he's set upon and jumped into by Steen, and that will be a 50 down the ground free kick for mine. Umpire's blown the whistle. It's going to go to Stuart Scott, and he's not too good either.
And 50. Shane Withers wouldn't give him the ball back.
Okay, they're picking himself up, Rowan Holdsworth. He's worn a couple of rippers today, and that one, Steen jumped right into him after he got rid of the ball. Free kick to Scott as Jason Core. Withers didn't give the ball back. Stewie's got to be right on the goal line now, I think.
2 metres out. He's kicked it.
Yeah, first goal to the Blue West side of this last quarter. Kicks his second, the captain coach of the Blue West side. And, well, they just need another 6 and the scoreboard will be all just about tied up.
Well, Jason said they had to kick the first one quickly. They have. They've got it within about, we'll get the time clock up in a minute, probably about 3.5 minutes or 4 minutes of play.
Yeah, that's what they need. They need the quick goal. But they need to keep going. 9-6-60, they trail Geelong West 3-4-22, 38 points the difference.
And the Great Western Hotel bring us the final quarter.
Back in the centre now. And Taylor against Ladder. Just waiting for Slam and Sam Mirable to take his position at the point of the square. The boundary umpire. Umpire Grapsis bounces the ball. Taylor, good tap straight to Gardner, back to Burns. Left foot kick towards centre half forward. Baxter from behind. Neal, good roving off the top of the pack. Good play by Demopoulos though to put the pressure on because he's kicked it only as far as Jason Stein. And he's taken a mark in between half forward and wing. Grandstand side.
Yep, the lager band. Jason Stein. It's a little chip over the top too. Oh, it's come undone. Trevor Haines read the football well. Screws it back and kicked it straight down to Jason Stein's throat. He said, thank you very much. This time I think you'll find he'll kick it long. Yes, he does. Up there looking for the big mop. Johnny Demopoulos. Oh, nearly got a handle on it too. Couldn't quite control the ball. Swooping on the leather now. Trevor Curvis. Caught one a little bit high. Called play on. I think he'll be fine. He'll be penalised.
Well, he hasn't got a head.
He's got too high before he got claimed.
He hasn't got a head. It's now on the ground somewhere.
Anyway, Stewie Scott pretty happy with that decision. He got the free kick in that back pocket. Looks up and doesn't see much happening. He'll probably head for the boundary line. No, he's decided they've got to win it. He goes to the centre half forward back position. Up goes Big Taylor. Can't take the mark. Burns at ground level. Through goes Craig at a fresh air shot. Here comes Tunganeel. Pushes it in front of him. Interrupted there and it's passed by Ty Baxter. He tumbles the punt around the body. Mackenzie can't mark. Stuart Scott might have given away a free kick here.
Well, I thought it was a fair hip and shoulder.
Very late call from umpire Gladky there.
Took a long time for him to do it. I'd agree with that. And the free kick going to go the way of Terry Nancouvas. There isn't done much wrong this afternoon. He takes the free kick. Probably got to kick it about 45 metres. Our monitor out here, Ronnie, not showing exactly just how dark it can get on the far side of the ground. Looks as though it's broad daylight, doesn't it?
It does. It's there. Great pictures here at the Western Oval's guest video monitor as Terry Nancouvas, the drop punt. It looks pretty good, and I tell you what, it's made it awfully hard now for the Blue West side. Terry Nancouvas, let's have a look, has kicked his first goal this afternoon, and a very handy 10th goal for the the Thomson side.
10-6-66, they lead Geelong West Cricket Football Club 3-4-22 by 44 points on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. We're playing nearly 7 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting News time clock, and yes, that is us there on the screen for our guest video viewers.
That's how dark it is.
That's how dark it is.
Now, Brendan Chandler's off and Darren Bonnebrett's come back onto the ground. Now the umpire starts play once again in the centre. Up it goes, the big fella Taylor. Got it out to Withers. He got it to Gardner. He got it to Withers. He tumbles the punt. It bounces past 4 or 5 players. Charge here for Baxter. You can get the hand pass off. It comes back to Matt Gardner. He's had a flying shot on the left foot. It bounced end over end. Knocked back into play there by, might have been Steam, was it? Menzies it was. Dave McKenzie's under a bit of pressure down there, the doctor. Got the boot into it, but out wide it goes. It's out of bounds before Holdsworth can counter it in. It's out of bounds. Scoreboard shows us, if we tick into the last quarter, 22 points on the board to Blue Western, 66 to Thomson Tigers. Up they go. Scotty went up high, got it to the direction of Alan Craig. The Scraggers kick, not a good one, dropped short, and now an opportunity for Terry Nancouvas. He picks it up at centre half forward, goes out wide. Jason Stein says, thank you very much.
Clapped his hands before he took it.
Clapped hands and said, look, there's no one on me and I'm going to take this football comfortably, and that's exactly what he does.
Goes short to Timmy Gardner, inside. He goes shorter. Oh, Brett Wigmore, good mark. In between fullback and centre half back. Brett Wigmore takes the mark. Melbourne end of the Western Oval. He plays on now. Comes grandstand side looking for Cowie. He's going to be outnumbered. Oh, if Justin was there. Tapped it away. Holdsworth on the bottom of the pack. Umpire Grapsis to come in and ball it up at half forward for the Thomson Tigers.
And Rowan Holdsworth gets crunched to the ground once again.
And the mopper's off. The mopper is off. John Demopoulos is replaced by James Wallace. So Wallace to get a run. Taylor can't get it away. Humphrey, the bear, gets a hand to it and pushes it out of bounds. And I'll bet you the Demopper will be nice and happy tonight.
Yep, certainly will, Johnny.
I think he's heading for the bar about now. He reckons it's all over. Big Mopper wants the first one.
Thrown in now to half forward. Taylor. Scott comes. Oh, he gets pulled off the ball going for the ruck. Bear. That's Humphrey. Gets it out towards Withers. Gives it to Grapsis. Well intercepted by Scragger Craig. And he pushed it straight out of bounds. He doesn't want anything to do with that there. Surrounded by Thomson players.
Well, it's been like that all afternoon, hasn't it, really? The Tigers, they've just been so hard at the footy and haven't been really relentless at all throughout the afternoon.
Taylor gets his left hand to it, taps it down towards Ian Alley. Could have been a free kick for holding the man. Justin's there, he gets it back, left foot kick quickly, gets pulled off the ball. Craig gets a hand to it, running straight through Wallace just on the ground. Oh, he gets one high, gets it towards Withers on the boundary line. He's got a bit of space. No, it's out of bounds on the full. No, it's out of bounds before he could get the kick away.
It was out before he kicked it, yeah. The boundary umpire just correcting a few things.
Oh, no, umpire...
Cam Pigley wanted the ball, but it...
yeah, thrown in. And there's about 4 people down in the forward line now because they've all come back to half forward to go for the mark.
Sammy Merrill just explaining he was out of bounds before he kicked the football. Sammy right on the ball as he always is. He throws this one in. Lets the ruckman have a go at it. Taken out of the air there by Tungan Earl. Tries to crash his way through the pack. Got a little kick in, went towards Holsworth. If he can get a kick and not get crashed, he'll be happy. Got a hand pass out. Actually got a free kick. A bit of a stuff behind play there, Ronnie. I'll watch the ball. It comes up to Cowie at centre wing. He needs to be shepherded. Primer lines up Steen and gets him now. Cowie kicks the ball across.
No, hang on, it's been called back to half forward.
Back.
Free kick for Thomson.
And a free kick to Thomson. Well, not much going right for Blue West. So, in all that kerfuffle back there that you were watching, Rod, what happened?
Well, I think you'll find that, yes, the high tackle that was indicated by the umpire was on the Thomson player against Richard Neal. Yep, everyone thought it was the other way.
Yes, including...
You are the accurate one even at 7 o'clock at night, aren't you, Ron?
Thank you very much.
And I'm pleased to say he's the awake accurate one.
It's unbelievable.
We've seen Ronnie not off.
Mate, you had a good night's sleep, hasn't it?
Can I just now, who's going to wind up with the footy? There's Justin. The Echo's got it. He's not a bad kick either, the Echo. Now he's just about inside.
Does that mean you're going to back him?
No, I'm not. I said he's not a bad kick. Didn't say it was a great kick. I said he's not a bad one. Let's see if we can get him through anyway. Here comes the Echo. Comes in, he's a left foot up. And he's kicked it into the man on the mark, so I'm glad I didn't take the odds there. He'll put the hand up, it went back to Cam Pigley. He's had to kick in a hurry out towards half-back. Here comes Timmy Gardner. Hand passes, he spins out of trouble. Got it towards a teammate. Was that Wallace got a push in the back?
Yeah, very careless, Mr. Vollenbrand. Gives too many free kicks away from mine.
Certainly gave that one away. And Jimmy Wallace, who played last week in the reserves, Ronnie.
Wallace Fairweather.
That's right, he did too.
Fairweather, yes, the insurance man.
On the point of the centre square. He goes now. Oh, kicks it straight into Vollenbrand, who's on the mark. Handball over the top to Cowie at centre half back. Now he's trying to run it. He kicks it towards Primer. Oh, he's going to make some ground. Ingwerson, he makes it first. Handball back to Holdsworth, who's been impressive since he's come on. Shepherded by Primer. He handballs in front of him, kicks off the ground, lakes a fortune and falls straight to Ken Denning at half 40. Plays on quickly, gives the handball to Frank Iannelli. He's at half 40. Bends the ball around. I don't think he's bent it around enough though. Good play by Marcus Harrison to get back there and see it over the line for one behind.
Well, the Ken Denning getting into the action there, Ron.
Yes.
Albeit from a missed kick.
Yes, certainly. Yes, he's had a bit of a dirty night, hasn't he? 3-5-23, Geelong West Cricket and Football Club trailing Thomson 10-6-66 on the final quarter scoreboard, Great Western Hotel.
Christian Smith puts the ball back into play. Cowie takes a great mark outside. He's attacking 50. Falling back into the pack, and Scott Cowie took a good one. Picks himself up now. Time ticking away. He chips the ball across short. It's okay, finds Justin Ladder. Not a bad move, usually a good kick. This time he needs to go on the short one. And Brett Wigmore leads into a bit of space at centre half forward and takes the grab. I reckon he's too far out to score. He's got to kick it about 54, 55 metres. And there's a bit of dew in the air now, Ronnie. Bit of a nip in the air, as we said before you drank it. And the ball not travelling as far. Breeze is nil now. It's just stopped to nothing here at the Western Oval. Wigmore sort of fancies himself a bit, I think. Going to be a fair kick from there. Let's put the goggles on him. He comes in, Brett Wigmore, on the right foot. It's a long kick. It's deep into the goal mouth.
Yeah, good play, Chrissy Gardner, to push it through.
Okay, off hands, 1 point only there to Brett Wigmore.
And you can see who the winners and the losers are. There's nobody standing near the west bench, and everybody is crowded around Thomson. There's 45 coaches in the coaches box at the moment for Thomson.
I think Mr. Demopoulos is one of them.
Kick out of side, looking for the Thomson players, but Ladder gets it this time on half back. Goes towards Stewie Scott, up towards Denning. Can't take the mark. Roving at the front, Primer. Good play by Thomson to hold up those Stein, who's had a good match. Tap out now towards Chrissy Gardner. Handball's over his head. Innovative towards Humphrey, and also Withers running straight through. He gets one high, and he will take the free kick. Could be advantage here. No, it's not being paid.
Adam Vokey just telling Stuart Scott, you cannot go through with your elbows up like that.
I thought he hit him with his hip, though. That's the second time he's been penalised. So during the arm came out.
Well, the arm came up, whether it was after the hit or before it, I don't know, Ronnie. Stewie Scott, not that type of player, I wouldn't have thought.
That's correct.
Withers goes in to the centre, and it's Taylor, the big man, kicks it out wide. Oh, finds Harrison. He goes for a run, takes a bounce, going to get caught, gets his kick away. But there's Ladder filling in the last line of defence. Left foot kick wide to Ingwerson. He's going to have 3 against him. Called for holding the man. Play on the call. He tried to get the handball away. He does now towards Craig. Terry Nankervis kicks it off the ground. Now it's held again. And Ingwerson will take his second free kick on the half-back flank out of side.
Yeah, little gab out there.
Oh.
Looks to the centre wing.
Kicked into the man on the mark.
Oh. Well, anyway, it's wound up. That looks like Scragger. Get the left foot into it out there. Craig goes up towards Cowie. Takes a nice mark at centre wing over the top of McFarlane. Wants to play on. Now runs out of space. In trouble. Got nothing to kick it to. Eventually just tumbles the punt in towards Ken Denny. Got a hand pass away that time to KD. Here comes Primmer. Got a hand pass back to Stewie Scott, who runs through the centre. Goes towards Hi-Ho Silver. And he takes the mark at right half forward grandstand side of the ground.
Well, he's got nothing. Absolutely. And he looks up and all you can see is a sea of Thomson defenders.
That's the mark of the year! Captain them and get video cameras. What a beauty! He's come in, what he's just finished saying is the sea of defenders, there's nothing there. He's come in from the side and taken an absolute beauty.
Well, that stirred us up. That's the highlight of the day.
We just woke up after the crowd here, actually, with that one. Well, let's see if he can kick the goal now, Brett Wigmore. That was a fantastic mark. We'll sell one tape of this, Roddy, I reckon. And he goes back and he kicks the goal. Well done, Brett Wigmore.
Yeah, great work. Sparkling, I reckon.
Side, I reckon, Brett Wigmore, but hasn't had enough support. He puts that one through after taking a sensational grab. That's his first. Reduces the margin a little bit, but nowhere down up, of course. We've gone, I'm having a look here for the goggles. We've gone, I reckon, about 15 minutes of the final quarter on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. The scoreboard shows Blue West 4-6-30, Thomson 10-6-66.
16 and a half minutes gone of the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock of this final quarter. GDFL Division 2 Grand Final replay. Ball back in the centre. Umpire grabs us now. Get play underway. 36 points the margin. Thomson in control. This time, Taylor again. Something straight down to the direction of Stewie Scott, who gets a quick kick. Only travels a short distance. Cowie comes out, tapped on forward Holdsworth. You know he's there. Likewise, Silver. Now, Blue West working hard, trying to get the ball forward. But again, Thomson defending well. Marcus Harrison's there.
Free kick for pushing the back to Stewie Scott.
Justin, there's no free kick forthcoming. No. And, yes, Stewie Scott being dealt with pretty strongly there by the umpires, I feel. But anyway, umpire Gladke will bounce down. Half forward flank. Blue West into attack.
Stein. It's a little kick away from half-back, only as far as the previous marker and goal kicker Wigmore. He chips it across the centre half forward. Stuart Scott gathers, runs onto his left foot, lopes it down to Cowie, who takes a good grab from behind. He's only 25 metres out from goal.
Well, Scotty Cowie, can he get his name in the paper? Instead of being in the better players as it always is, he hasn't had his name as a goal kicker, I don't think, this season, has he?
He wouldn't have kicked a lot. But as I said, a bit like Paul Wells when he kicks for goal, Cowie. Hang on a minute.
You're right, too.
He's just missed to the right-hand side, has he? Yes, he just missed it there. 1 point only to Scotty Cowie. A good looking forward move from the Blue West side.
It'd probably be good to see the back of you, Cookie. You put the moz on Welshie, now you put the moz on Scotty Cowie. Kick in by Smith to Stein. Goes towards Withers, close to the boundary line. He can't keep it in. Half-back flank for Thomson. Grandstand side.
I think Cookie Withers was pretty happy to just let it go out, actually.
He might be.
Blue West 4-7-31, Thomson 10-6-66 on the Great Western Hotel scoreboard. Final quarter, and we've travelled 17 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
Certainly, as we see now breaking through the pack, Timmy Gardner, good work. He got at the run of Withers, who's been busy all day, and he's passed a beauty and hits Justin on the chest at centre wing as he's kicked now. Not a good one. Good work, tongue and heel there at half forward, knocking the ball away from Ty Baxter, and it's out of bounds.
Slamming Sam Mirabel now at half-back. Stewie Scott gets a thump to it and thumps it straight back over the line. So 35 points of difference in the mid-stages of this final quarter. GDFL Division 2 Grand Final replay. Taylor.
Vancouver's and Lucino in screen, just having a bit of a throw away at one another there. Lands up with the Bear, the Humphrey, got it across to the Echo, the Justin, he gets it further afield, the big Taylor bends down, picks it up well, the big fella. Wigmore drifts across the pack, almost took another good mark at 10.5 back this time, couldn't do so. At ground levels, picked up by Scragg and Craig. Don't take it today, I don't think Scragg. He kicks the ball out wide, looking for a teammate. He's got one there, Ingle worse than it was. Got a hand pass back in the dark there towards McKenzie. McKenzie goes on the right foot. Yep, and he's picked out a teammate there.
Lucino.
With the Mediterranean man right up from the back pocket there, and he takes that mark in the true centre of the ground position. As our mate, the orator, Shane Grapser, stands the mark.
Lucino goes towards the lead from Cowie, drops short, but good roving again from Holdsworth. Kicks long, Ian Alley takes a good mark overhead. He'll be about 20 metres out from goal, and Ron Brain turns the cookie and goes, oh, here we go. That's 3 in a row now.
Yes.
But that'll only put them 29 points behind. I think it might be a bit too far.
I think you might be right.
I don't know where you get the 3 in a row from. Anyway, Frankie goes for goal and kicks it. So Scotty Cowie missed his, but you can't, this is a goal.
Sorry, 2 in a row. Oh,
yeah,
you're the accurate one now.
That's right, they're on a roll of 2s. Frankie Bob's his second goal through. Blue West certainly not giving up without a fight. But the margin, a little bit too much with the time that's left to play for mine, Ronnie.
Yes, I tend to agree with you, Cookie. So I would suggest, as we see the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard, Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club 5-7-37. They trailed Thomson 10-5-66. Margin now back to 29 points, and it's 20 minutes gone off the final quarter here at the Western Oval for the Division 2 Grand Final replay.
Ladder to the centre. Yeah, as Jay says, Ladder's about to go for it. Taylor beats him again. He's done well tonight, big fella Taylor. Around the body kick that's marked by the Echo, just forward of the centre of the ground. Justin, JJ goes on the left foot. Lovely kick too, out in front of Baxter. Up he goes, it's knocked away from Baxter. At the back of the pack, the Blue West have got the number of the kicks out of the full, though. I think you'll find from Cam Pegley it was. And just forward of centre wing, Jason Stein, or Steen. We'll call him Stein, I think. He will take this kick. Just think if there was playing on the side and had Jason Franken or Jason Stein, you could have Frankenstein.
That's right, Cookie. Very good, mate. It's Stragger now. Gets the kick from that, Jason Stein effort to find a teammate. And he clears it right across the ground now for the Blue West side. There's been a whistle on play. And I think you'll find it's against Justin.
Well, it should have been the other way, because Ingwerson held Justin. Yeah,
actually it was Marcus Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison.
Thank you.
Ingwerson goes short, finds Wigmore at half forward, takes a good mark in front of Taylor. He's played well in this last quarter. Short kick. He's got Holdsworth, who's also played quite well.
He's crushed to the ground again as he takes the mark. More bruises on him than you and I'll ever get, Ronnie.
Goes wide to Silver. Hi-ho from 50. Goes towards Denning. Stein in front. Good mark. No mark paid. Goes towards the boundary line. The safety of that and finds it. In front of the scoreboard, Thomson 10-6-66 lead Geelong West Cricket and Football Club 5-7-37.
The boundary umpire's about to throw it back into play. Not a bad throw for this time of the night either. Up goes Taylor, wins the knockdown, taken by Ian Ellie's kick smothered as he had Hi-Ho Silver it was. Tried to have a little shot for goal. It rebounds back into the pack. Stacks on the mill, Adam Gladkey says, I think. Oh, but bounce it down there. It is the scoreboard. I'll just right in front of the scoreboard, so we'll give you the score. It's 5-7-37 to Blue West, 10-6-66 to Thomson, and we have gone exactly 21 minutes of the final quarter on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
Taylor to do the ruck work against Cowie. Johnny Burns gets a quick left foot kick towards the wing. Wigmore can't take it with him. Oh, Neil runs straight through without the ball. Free kick too high. Could have been advantage paid, but none there. And it's coming back to Harrison at half-back, and he's going to have a very, very sore head tomorrow, and it's not just going to be from the alcoholic beverages he has later on.
No, that would have hurt.
It would have.
Yeah, well, he's as tough as an old boot, though, Harrison. Yeah. He's played it pretty hard.
The Harrisons of East Geelong. Tough breed out there.
Are they?
Yes.
I wouldn't say a word against it. They're all like him. He's tough with the ball, this boy.
Plays on quickly, gives it to Withers, the handball. Oh, he's flung off the ball by Wigmore, and a free kick. It's going to go to Withers. So they haven't gained anything. They're still at half back out of side. He's played a pretty good game today. Withers. Left foot kick towards the wing. Taylor's up. Oh, good mark. Played well today.
The big fella, yes, yeah. He's won the ruck duels. He's probably won around the ground as well, Jace.
Yep, goes towards centre half forward. Gardner. Mackenzie in front, roving off the pack was Scott. Oh, he just nearly kicks a goal. He's gone straight across the ground.
Well, he looked up, Jason, and saw that Jason Stein was out here by himself, so he thought, well, I'm not going to kick it to you, son. He's gone straight to the boundary line.
It's about 35 metres around from the Thomson goal.
Which would have been very disappointing for him because they haven't done it at all tonight, and that's switched direction because there's been no one out here to kick it to.
They've just had a bad day and night, both of them. Boundary umpire going to throw it back into play. In front ladder, knocked away from him by Gardner, down to the ground. Humphrey got a little one away, went across the face of the pack. Here comes Mackenzie, the doctor's got it. Has to kick in a hurry, pull off the football there at centre half back. Needs a bit of support. Little kick comes out, but marked by Withers, who takes a good little diver. Finger tipper as he goes to ground between the centre and centre half forward positions. Yeah, he just takes his time with this. Now goes with the left foot, kicks it in, but drifting into the corridor there, taking a defensive mark, is Darren Campigley. He's at centre half back. Looks up the ground, doesn't see a lot. He gets to go across the ground to find Tunga Neal. That'll kick many goes. Keep going sideways. Would have thought the long ones. They've got to go long now. Eventually Neal is called to play on. He kicks towards Gus Primer, who takes the mark at the half-back flank position, so about 4 possessions to get it there. Primer now goes to centre wing. Out comes Cowie, almost the mark. Knocked away by McFarlane. Holsworth gets a kick and doesn't get crunched. He'll be happy with that. Here comes the other child. Darren Cook kicks it up towards the forward zone. Ian Elliott's over his head. He goes back after it, does Frankie. Ingleworth's half a chance. He can't pick it up. It's flicked back out towards Ingleworthson. Close to the boundary line. He kept it in, I think. Yes, the umpire said he did. In they go. Scholes and Burke are there. Picked up by Grabsis, and the orator decides to have a bounce, if you don't mind.
He clears the ball well, too, for the Thomson Tigers. They can smell victory in the air as he goes very wide indeed, finds the boundary line and clears the football some 55 metres from the Blue West goal. And yes, I think you'll find it's the year of the Thomson Tigers there. Let's have a look. 29 points in front.
Taylor from behind, Ladder stands his ground, takes the ball out of the ruck, then he gives it off towards Ianelli. He gets a left foot kick. Oh, it's close to the boundary line though, could be out of bounds on the fall, it's going to be. And Christian, no. It's going to be sweating for the boundary umpire. Thought he signalled at first, it must have been touched off the boot, he's going to throw it in. Umpire Lawrence.
Yeah, Roy Lawrence having his little moment of glory here. He's going to throw the ball back into play. Nice throw, Roy, too. A nice high one. Give the ruckman a chance, and Taylor wins it again. Down the ground, the orator grabs it, gathers it, tumbles the punt end over end. Very well done by Shane Grabsis. Didn't put the boot in it because it would have been out of the full had he done so. Just gained 15 or 20 metres with a little kick for touch. Did it nicely, and it's out of bounds. And Roy Lawrence is going to repeat the dose. 35 metres around from where he did the previous one, which is now 40 metres around from the goal that someone's attacking.
Into time on now, the final stanza. Jason Stein ends up with it. Good tackle from Primer, but he still gets away, and the handball's clear. And a pack of players will form out centre-half back there for the Thomson side, and umpire Gladke will come in and bounce down again. There's about 6 players there just pick themselves off the Geelong West turf.
Richie Garden a bit slow to get up there, Ronnie.
Yeah, I think most of the boys are all pretty tired.
Yeah, it won't be too tight once they've had a shower and get back to the celebration part of things. I don't think the Thomson Tigers at the bounce down. Taylor's half a chance. Stewie Scott forces his way through the pack in trouble. Got it to Cowie in trouble. Little kick didn't travel far. The bear intercepted. That was Humphrey. Now, hand pass comes out from McFarlane. Here comes the Chris Gardner on hands and knees. Gets a little hand pass out. Only as far, though, as Holsworth, who goes up the ball. Can't quite pick it up. Now he's got it, Holsworth. He goes in and straightens up, goes into the pocket. Nice kick, and he finds Stewie Scott, who takes the mark. Just probably 20 metres out from goal and almost directly in front.
Yeah, Stewie's tried his heart out all night. He kicked 2 goals this evening for the Blue West Cheetahs. Front comes in from 20 metres, and I think you'll find he's kicked his 3rd for the afternoon, and Blue West 6th.
Well, I just about need 2 of that bloke, Stuart Scott. He played a terrific game.
2 of him and 2 of Cowie.
Well, yeah, well, perhaps, but certainly tonight, 2 of Stewie Scott. He's played a great game. Blue West are going to 6-7-43. Thomson at 10-6-66 on the Great Western Hotel. Final quarter scoreboard, 23 points the difference. So still just on 4 goals the margin. Time we've ticked away to about 28 minutes gone to the final quarter on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock as we see a little picture of Ronnie's brain in the gloom and doom of the commentary box. There's no lights up here, Ronnie. We're doing this by memory. Take a puff of that cigarette, light up the box for us, and take a call.
Okay, Big Taylor now gets another handle on the leather, gets the direction of Timmy Gardner. Oh, strength breaks through the centre. On the left foot, just chips it over, and lovely footy finds Robert Menzies. Dale now. Steadies at half forward, runs his full term and punts the ball long up there looking for Ty Baxter. Back in the pack though, McKenzie, there's been a high tackle I think you'll find against the Blue West side, and coming in there rather quickly to pick the footy up, trying to pick him up.
Manny Gardner,
I think you'll find, yes, he's had a very good afternoon.
The offender was Darren Vollenbrett.
Oh, again.
Free kicks for none, free kicks against 10, I'd say today for Vollenbrett.
Okay, about 2 minutes remaining in the 95 Division 2 Grand Final replay, and momentarily the margin is 23 points. It's now back to 29 as Matty Gardner comes in and kicks his fourth for the afternoon.
Well, he's been the difference between the two sides today, 4 goals, leading goal scorer on the ground, and that will move Thomson along to 11 goals, 672. And they lead Geelong West Cricket Football Club 6-7-43 by 29 points on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. Back in the centre now, umpire Grapsis. Taylor and Ladder. They're both standing very close to the umpire in the middle. Free kick found for somebody moving over the line. It's going to be a free kick to Thomson. Taylor to take it. Goes towards centre half forward. Justin in front. Oh, Nan Curvis takes it uncontested behind. Third in line, took the mark.
He'd be pretty tired, this fellow, wouldn't he?
He's had a bit of the ball.
He's purchase of the football, hasn't he?
Nan Curvis now, just to finish off the night, kick his second goal from 50. That'd be a fair effort.
No, he's too far out. He's gone the chip pass into the pocket. The target there was the Bear Humphrey. Couldn't take the mark at ground level. Here's Trevor Haynes getting a little kick and defence. Haven't seen much of him since half-time. He chipped it out wide. Here's the Wallace Fairweather's got it. There's NRMA. He just phoned them, the SAVE, and he kicks the ball down to the forward zone. Mark taken. Play on the left foot. Who was that?
It was a beautiful
kick. The goal.
It was a great piece of football there.
Oh, and Justin's kicked it to the MCG.
Well, he actually didn't kick the goal. Kicked it to Justin. The goal was always coming. They're just trying to pick up who got it to him. They're all patting him on the back on the left foot. I'll get a look at him in a minute.
Yeah, it was great work, wasn't it? I think it might have been Matty Gardner.
Was it Matt Gardner again? I think it was. No, Jimmy Wallace.
Jimmy Wallace, yeah.
Wallace Fairweather.
Anyway, Justin, the Echo, he kicks one. 12-6-78 now, Thomson. Blue West 6-7-43 on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. Time just ticking away. They can pop the corks out there at Thomson and rip into the alcohol, right?
Yeah, they certainly can. And, yeah, well, they've really turned it around. And, well, they've made us eat humble pie here this evening. As not one of us has selected it. There's the big mopper. Johnny Demopoulos.
I thought he was going to run on the ground. He's giving his missus a kiss, then he's going to go to the bar, he said. He's happy. Playing his last game, they tell us, Roddy. The Thomson Club, and what a stalwart he's been out there.
Certainly has been, and what a way to go out with a Premiership Cup to sleep with tonight. And, yeah, looking very happy is Johnny Demopoulos. Umpire Gradke comes in, bounces the ball. It's about for the final time, I'd suggest.
Oh, and he's over too.
And we see that Jason Ladder thumps it forward. Darren Cook never stopped trying. Comes in, but Burnsy. Well done to the run of the orator. Shane Grapsis, left foot kick, a beauty. Dale, Sir Robert Menzies takes the ball at centre wing.
A beautiful pass from Grapsis it was. He gives it to Dale Menzies. He goes long with that right foot.
Oh,
Baxter. Billy Baxter down there. Takes a beauty, young Ty. It's a ripper. He should go back and kick a goal. No.
Cam Pigley was in front. Cam Pigley was in front, paid the mark to Cam Pigley.
Yep.
All right, unbelievable.
Whitmore at centre half back, chipped off by Harrison. Takes the mark, plays on, can finish it off. Glory days for Marcus Harrison. He's done it! Harrison
goal! Berserk now there in front of us. What an effort that was. He chipped it. Couldn't quite hang on to the mark. But the Sirens go! And the Thomson Tigers are premiers eventually after the replay for 1995 as Big Mopper limps back onto the ground. There's the final score up on the screen there from their guest video crew. And, well, what a way to finish. Who kicked that last goal?
Marcus Harrison.
Marcus Harrison. What a goal that was.
It was a ripper.
So the final score, Thomson 13-6-84. Geelong West Cricket Football Club 6-7-43. The goal kickers this evening for the winners, Thomson, Matt Gardner kicked 4, Damien McDonald kicked 2, and singles to Dale Menzies, Ty Baxter, John Burns, Terry Nankervis, Justin, and that last one to Marcus Harrison to finish off the night nicely. And for Geelong West, well, there wasn't too many of them. Stuart Scott kicked 2. Frank Iannelli, 3, sorry. Stuart Scott kicked 3. Frank Iannelli kicked 1. And Brett Wigmore kicked 1. And no, Frank Iannelli kicked 2.
Frankie got a couple.
Sorry, Frank Iannelli kicked 2 and 1 to Brett Wigmore. So 41 points of difference at the final siren, which is about the difference at three-quarter time.
So they showed a bit of fight in that last quarter, Blue West. They had a bit of a dip. Wigmore lived it for them and took that magnificent mark, kicked the goal. Stewie's just kept on going. Cowie got into play a little bit, and at least they showed a bit of fight there in the final analysis of the game. They were just too good, Thomson. And Big Nathan Taylor had a fair say in that too with his ruck work.
Okay, both for this evening's Division 2 Grand Final replay, and we're just working them out now.
I've done mine.
Okay,
so I might go first here. Well, with apologies to Stewie Scott and Johnny Burns, I gave 1 point to Marcus Harrison. I thought he was tough and hard at the footy all night. He set the scene for the Thomson side early on, but he crashed into a couple of packs legally, and he played football very hard all day and all night too, for that matter. 2 points I gave to Matty Gardner, as we said, 4 goals in a low-scoring affair was a great effort, and he set up that last one there for Justin, the old Echo. He got 1, so I gave him 2 points. And the best player on the ground in my book, and I didn't have any doubt about it, just Terry Nankervis. Just a superb game on the wing, whether in defence running or marking in the forward line. It wasn't a problem. He did it all tonight. He only got the 1 goal. He usually likes to kick 2 or 3, but that was a great game for Terry Nankervis, and I gave the 26 girls the best on the ground for Thomson.
Oh, the accurate one's done it again, because that's the way I went, Cookie too. I gave 2 votes to Marcus Harrison for just a dynamic game in defence, and finishing off with that last goal, that was sensational, and the kid just doesn't stop trying. He runs very hard at the footy, and yeah, congratulations Marcus, great game. And I gave the 1 vote to the captain coach of the Blue West side, Stewie Scott, who did a top trying.
Yep, well, I was nearly going to give the 1 vote to Stewie Scott, but I thought Nathan Taylor played well on the ruck all night. I thought he controlled the centre bounces and around the ground, so I've given him 1 vote. I've given 2 to Johnny Burns. He one of the veterans of the side, and he did very well through midfield, took a lot of good marks and handled the ball nicely. And I've given 3 votes to Terry Nankervis. What more can you say?
No arguments here.
Okay, so the umpires today, Matthew Grapsis and Adam Gladkey. The boundary umpires, Roy Lawrence and Sam Mirabel. And the goals, Clive Hayward and Clive Truan. The Division 2 Grand Final replay was won by Thomson 13-684 to 6-7-43. That's where we leave our Country FM listeners this evening. I hope you enjoyed the coverage this afternoon. It's been a pretty long one, so on behalf of...
Good night from me.
Good night from Cookie, good night from Broney. On behalf of Dean Bushell, David Garcia, Noel Fanning and Brett Rovier, Jason Doherty for 89.1 Country FM.
And that is our coverage for the GDFL Grand Final, Division 1 and 2.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Fantastic.
Okay, now we've got it.
Dick Keldo. Just...
Terry Nankervis.
Yes.
The umpires getting their things now. Ronnie, umpires today.
Matthew Grapsis.
Grapsis and Adam Gladkey. Your points out of 10, please.
8.
8, okay, so that means you were pretty happy with them.
Yes.
I gave Grapsis 9, I gave Gladkey 6. No, I'm sorry, he made a few inconsistent decisions again today, but Matt Grapsis was quite good.
You've always been a hard man though, Jase.
Oh. Boundary umpires, Roy Lawrence getting his medal, and our old mate Sammy Mirabel.
Slam and Sam. Clive.
Get on you, Clive, the ankle buster.
Clive, sure, well, good to see you got through the game unscathed, Clive, anyway.
Clive Truan, yep. A fine job again for the men in white here this afternoon, looking after the goal mouth.
Now the VCFL medal to be presented by Don Cole. Oh, Terry Nankervis, we picked it with the accurate ones.
Right too. Well, there wasn't any doubt about it. He just about got 3, 2 and 1, didn't he, really? He played a terrific game, Terry Nankervis, and he played it right from the start. He didn't come into the game halfway through it. He was the best player on the ground in the first quarter, second quarter, and in the last quarter, in my humble
opinion.
Yes.
Fantastic. So Terry Nankervis receives the VCFL medal from Don Cole, and now Noel Fanning will present the Guest Video Award, which will go to Terry Nankervis. He's going to be a very happy man tonight.
By the time he gets his medal and everything, he'll have more decorations than old Weary Dunlop in the war.
He certainly will. Congratulations, Terry Nankervis.
So they're going to present the medals now to the Thomson Tigers. And Christian Smith, the first one up, played at full back for most of the second half of the season and did a very good job in the second semi-final, the grand final, and the grand final replay against Ken Denning.
Jason Stein getting his medal. He started a little bit willy-nilly, I thought, but once he settled down, he played some pretty good footy today.
My word, I like his game. He's very hard at the ball. Okay, coming up next to receive his medal. Let's have a look.
Number 7, Ronnie.
Chrissy Gardner.
No, number 8.
No, number 8's coming up. Chris McFarlane.
Chris McFarlane, well. Didn't put a foot wrong all night, did he really, Christian?
Dale Menzies coming up. Sir Robert's brother. Or is it his sister, Dame Paddy? I don't know. Oh, you won't like that, Dale. Played a good game, though.
I've forgotten Johnny Demopoulos.
Well, he might be coming up last because he's retiring.
13 there. Darren Scholes was across half back and worked hard for most of the evening. One of those defenders who does a lot of those hard things in the packs, Ronnie. Just knocks the ball out and lays a good tackle down again.
Yeah, certainly. Ty Baxter, number 15, coming up, getting his award. And this kid's got a big future. Very, very good, strong, hard footballer at centre-half forward. Probably the toughest position to play on the ground, and he does it well.
Johnny Burns, recruited from North Shore, a couple of rounds into this season, and has fitted in nicely at the Tigers and played a great game across midfield tonight.
He's got the can of Vic already in the Rio Grande there, not a problem. He's into it already, is Johnny. Hello, we've gone to 18, Rick Humphrey. He'll lift the orator out here. You won't like that, raptors. Rick Humphrey, I made you famous, son, the bear.
Well, it is Dick Caldo that's doing this. It's getting a bit late. Well, you know, David Burke, another dour defender for the Thomson side, and he loves to bounce up and drive the ball long into attack for the Tigers, and another fine job by David this afternoon.
Nathan Taylor in the ruck started everything from the centre bounces for the Tigers and did quite well around the ground also.
He's just improved as the season went on, that boy, hasn't he?
Yep, you said he couldn't play 3 rounds into the season, so he's done well.
Yep.
He's dropped about 2 stone in weight. That's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, it's helped a bit. Here's Matty Gardner, is it? Getting his 4 goals. He's got a can as well, and he's got a medal. He's pretty happy, Matty Gardner.
Terry Nankervis back at... Oh, sorry. Brainy, I'm butting in.
No, it's okay, but he's the best man on the ground, and it was a fine display in attack or defence. You know, the dashing wingman, he was superlative in the air, taking 15-odd marks, sensational.
Marcus Harrison did very well across half-back for the Tigers tonight. Attacks the ball very hard, straight at the ball.
Very tough.
Yeah, good player.
Well, there he is, Justin, the Echo. He's another one I've made famous. Here's a shot of the Blue West boys there, a bit dejected watching proceedings, but Justin did his little bit when he came on, and of course he kicked that goal when Matty Gardner kicked it to him, and he kicked the ball 90 yards right from the goal line.
Certainly.
7 minutes to get it back.
Well, Timmy Gardner, one of the Gardner brothers, and, well, never stops trying all day, and he's got a harder goal for the Tigers, and another job well done, Timmy.
Shane Withers roved beautifully tonight off Nathan Taylor.
Played very well.
Yeah, played very well. You'd be happy with his efforts.
Well, there he is. Oh, big cheer for Wallace Fairweather.
Well, he filled the spot that Mick Gann relinquished when he unfortunately had to go on holidays with his girlfriend, James Wallace.
And receives his medal, and he's fairly pleased about that.
Well, Macca, he came on in that first quarter off the bench, kicked 2 goals up before half-time, and yeah, he's carrying a bit of an ankle now, but I tell you what, he won't feel it in an hour or so's time. Great game. Good on you, Damien. 2 goals in any grand final's a good effort.
And the mopper, John Demopoulos, retiring, we've heard, because of the premiership win. He's been a great stalwart at the Tigers, and he's up there. Fantastic effort from John.
Well, he'll have to retire. They couldn't get any more bandages on that right leg, I don't think, Roddy. They'll have to retire. They won't have any left out there.
Good on you, Mopsy.
And here's Shane Grabs, our old mate, the orator. He played very nicely too, coming off half-back, and that left foot of his was prominent many times.
Well, a big roar, and you can
Chrissy
understand
Gardner.
why. Chrissy Gardner, the skipper of the Thomson Footy Club.
And the coach, Phil Smith, who's done a great job with these bunch of guys.
Yes, he'd be a very proud man right now, achieving the accolade of all the hard work for the season 1995, getting the Thomson Tigers to victory in the grand final replay.
So the presentation of the 1995 Tooheys Cup. It's a week late, but it'll be very sweet for Thomson tonight. It's the end. Shane Graffs has just nodded their head in approval. It'll be a very proud man, the Gardner family. And their father, who unfortunately passed away earlier in the year, would be looking down, I'd say, as a very proud father tonight with 3 Gardners in the grand final side.
Oh, without a doubt. Credit to them.
They hold the cup aloft. And the microphone now going, looking to go there to the Gardner. Yeah, I think the top fell off the cap.
No, the president's taking it off just to make sure they don't lose it, I think.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yeah. There's the inspiration, he said, Chrissy Gardner.
Yep, certainly did. Acknowledging his father. Lovely stuff, Chrissy. I'm all talked out.
Brainey's all talked out. It's a late night for Brainey. It's been a big day. Phil Smith now, just addressing the hordes around the presentation area.
Okay, Noel.
There's a few of these aren't walking too well. Shane Graffs has limped down and Chrissy Gardner's limped down. Mop was on, well, he won one leg when he started. He's certainly on a bit of upper leg at the moment, so I don't know how fast this lap of honour will be, Ron. They might still be here next week. I think they'll play cunning and just do about a quarter of a lap.
I reckon that's pretty smart thinking.
So we're just waiting. Noel Fanning is down on the ground, looking for an interview with one of the winners from Thomson.
He must have insomnia and old man. He want to go home and sleep or something. She wanted to get an interview. Good on you, Noel.
It'd be nearly time to travel down the highway to Drysdale with BFL Grand Final.
Don't remind me.
We might as well not even go home. So
It's better.
we're just waiting to see where Noel Fanning has got somebody. He's looking, I think, Phil Smith maybe. Yes, he is. The final score, 13-6-84. Thomson have defeated Geelong West Cricketer Football Club 6-7-43 by 41 points.
Good on you, Smithy. Congratulations, and it's very...
You got any beer up there, boys?
Yeah, we're still a little bit, mate, but yeah, on behalf of the Guest Video team, congratulations on a great performance, mate. And as Chrissy Gardner said, you know, you've been the underdogs for most of the season and the final series, and, you know, to come out and win as comfortably as you have, you must be very proud of the boys.
Yeah, I am particularly proud of them because it hasn't been easy, Ronnie. I mean, I can remember getting a couple of thrashings halfway through the year, and you know, I was concerned about morale and that, and but we stuck to it, and I was quietly confident all through the year, that we would come in with a little bit more character than Geelong West, and I think that was proven in the end.
Gee, Nathan Taylor, what have you done to him? I mean, he's lost about 2 stone in weight. He is developing to be one of the best ruckmen in the competition.
Yeah, he's a very young kid, and he's got a lot of promise, and all credit goes to him because he did it all himself, and he hasn't played footy for 2 years, and yeah, he is a credit to himself, and yeah, I am proud of him.
Smithy, it's David Cook up here on the microphone. Congratulations.
Thanks, Cookie.
The old fella, Johnny Demopoulos, he thought he'd retired last week, but forcing the draw it to go again. There was a big doubt about him playing. We heard around the ground that he probably wouldn't play. Was there any thought of him not playing today?
Yeah, we were going to drop him.
Gee, you want to be a good punch.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. No, he was terrific, John. He's been a great competitor, and yeah, he was good. Even we knew that his centre square work is invaluable, but in doing that, we knew that he would run out of legs towards the end of the game. But we had to take that punt, and you know, as it turned out, that was the way it worked out.
Yeah, Smithy, he was very good for you, especially early. I've got him written down as your best player in the first quarter, along with a fellow named Nan Kervis on the wing. Must be a delight to have him to coach.
He's a great player. I mean, sometimes people say to me, use him in other positions. I can't see any point in that because he plays a wingman as a rover. I mean, he's the only fellow I've ever known that can take a mark in the forward line 1 minute and he's down the back line sending him back out of defence the next. So, yeah, he's a terrific player and a terrific person too.
Thanks very much, Smithy. Here's Jason Doherty with one for you.
Hi, Phil. Congratulations.
Jason, can I ask you a question?
Oh, yes, please do.
We played that mob 8 times and never picked us once.
Oh, didn't I? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll pick you tomorrow, that's for sure.
I'll have to read the paper to find out whether we won or not.
Yeah, thanks for that, Phil. Okay, just one question on your back line. I thought your son and Christian McFarlane both improved the back line throughout the year, and McFarlane's job on Ken Denning in the second semi-final and the grand final last week was superb, and they in fact had to move him off McFarlane today, and they both played well again today. Yeah,
they did, and I mean, yeah, our problem has always been this year kicking enough goals, and it was a concern early in the match. We had a lot of the play, and we did, for the work we did, I didn't think we got value for it, but I also knew that our defence, we built our game around the defence, and that equally they had the same problem, that they had to crack open our defence. And Christian McFarlane and Christian Smith do for young people, they do play a heady game of football, and they were terrific again tonight.
Mate, I'll let you go. You can see you're looking a bit dry out there at the moment, and I'm sure
I
there'll
am
be
thirsty. Listen, I will invite you all back to Thomson.
Yeah, well, look, I tell you, I might even sneak in for a quickie on the way through, mate. Congratulations again on behalf of the guest video team. Have a great night, and well, all the very best in your future coaching career. Are you going to do it next year?
No, that's the end for me, Ronnie. That's enough for me. I'm getting too old. Good on you, boys.
Okay, that was Phil Smith, the coach of the Thomson Tigers, successful in the 1995 Division 2 Grand Final replay, and we do thank Phil for his time and efforts throughout the season, and a bit of a character as Phil Smith.
Certainly, Ronnie, and with all his retirements, Shane Grapps just nodded his head when someone said he was retiring, and Johnny Demopoulos and Phil Smith, more retirements than Jeff Kennett forced on the school teachers, Ron.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, well, we've given our votes. We've given the goal kickers.
Here's the crew for you.
There's the crew.
Here it is. Commentators today, Roddy Brain, David Cook and Jason Doherty. It's been a long one. In a first here with 2 grand finals on the one day, and 2 others as well. That makes 4, or 2 and 2 is 4. On the cameras, David Garcia and Dean Bushell, with no extra names there for them. Our technical coordinators today, Brett Revere and Noel Fanny, and of course earlier in the day we had Barry Walker giving us a chop out as well.
Hey, did I get a mention this time?
Yeah, you got to mention this time, Fanny.
Don't worry.
Your name's up in lights again, son.
Thank you very much.
So another job.
And I'll tell you something, just a special thank you to the cameramen. They have been absolutely sensational today.
Yeah, really 3 cheers for the cameraman. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hooray!
Hey, but Ronnie, you better tell them it's all on again tomorrow.
All again tomorrow.
All again tomorrow down at Ballerine Football. So, again, on behalf of the team, hope you've enjoyed another fine guest video production. Ronnie Brains